So I just saw the psychologist talk about how one of the highest forms of intelligence is if you can reflect and change your mind on something that you really like super strongly believed in, especially when being presented with new information. And this kind of inspired what I'm about to share with you. And if you're like, girl, what makes you an expert? Babe, I don't know. But I just hope that like maybe it resonates with someone, and sharing is caring. I'm also guilty of this, so this ain't no lecture, especially not for y'all, if anything for myself. Let's say I have a huge trigger. If I feel or perceive that people are not standing up in the face of injustice, it really, really triggers me on any kind of scale. So let's go on a micro scale, in your community, friendship, family, whatever. If, let's say, somebody's mean to me and people are aware and I feel like they're not showing up in a way that I would like them to. It's so easy for us to be like, well, I would, stand up for them and I would do that and I would have your back. That implies that you're superior to them just because you would be doing something that you think they're not doing without having any information, I would argue. A lot of times we don't know. We don't know if that person maybe in this case is not standing up for you because they have a trauma, or maybe they just don't feel like that's what they want to do, which is also their right. Like nothing always has to be like a trauma. Maybe they struggle to do that. Maybe in another way, I know this is super hard to believe, but even I'm not fully perfect. Just kidding. Like, let's say I'm struggling somewhere, which is a trigger for them, where they would hope that I would, show up as a better version of myself. I would also not want them to be like, what are you doing? Like, I would never do that. This person didn't stand up for me that particular time, therefore they're this, and this. No, multiple things can be true at the same time. They can actually be super close to you and love you more than some people who would be the first in line to be like, oh, don't do her like that. Speaking of things existing simultaneously, it is also fine to acknowledge, let's go with that example. Like, I'm not really happy how, their defense mechanism works, or how they play defense. I'm not going to start with the sports references, but I think you got my point. I don't really like that, and this is not really what I'm looking for people in my life. I don't really see how this will work out. You don't have to have everyone close in your life, and relationships can change. Instead of just being like, look at them, like, look what he, she, they, them are doing and what they did to me. And, I would never, like, we can let go of people or things and still have no bad blood. I think our society is the problem, where we, like, automatically assume any conflict is, like, oh my gosh, like, so negative. You decide who you want in your life. And even if you, change the dynamic of your relationship, or even say, hey, that's not working for me, that's also fine, Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.